Sending out to go live now. All right. So we are, I think we're live now. I think the first thing I'll do while we wait is just do like a recruit. I'm gonna start auto mode so we can see. Okay. Should be able to see now. Let's see if we can get any shinies before we start laddering. I don't think so. What's up, everybody? I don't think we got any shinies. I still have yet to get one in the game. Yeah, no. No cool balls, too. Just a bunch of great balls. New stream layout. I kind of built it around the battle memo format. I think it looks pretty good. Somebody else laddering tonight? I feel like I've played like 3 matches all week. I just been playing a lot of Showdown because I haven't had time. The only free time I've had has been like during the day, during the work day. I'm like at the office. Hey, what's up, man? I'll show you the team really quick. It should be this one. I think this is pretty much the same thing as I was playing last time. I switched the Garchomp for Primarina. And I changed speed EVs on Arch and Aegislash to speed creep some important numbers. Arch is at 116 speed, and Aegislash and Primarina both are at 91. But I'm really looking forward to showing the auto memo. So it's automatically going to record notes. And you'll kind of be seeing it as it happens. So this is a good game for Gyarados as long as I take care of Corviknight properly. And that Archaludon is going to be huge as well. Do I want to lead Archaludon? I wouldn't mind it. Like the Glamora kind of matches up well into it. I could lead Aegislash instead. I'll just bring Aegislash to... Yeah, if they lead Glamora, I have a chance to live 2 mud shots still. It's like, it's a roll, so I'm down. Arch, Aegislash, Gyarados. I just gotta be careful with the Corviknight. I can't let Aegislash and Arch go down without making sure that they either didn't bring it or putting it in chip range. Volcarona is a little bit scary if I don't get rocks or if I'm unboosted in front of it as Gyarados, but we'll be okay. Okay, so you'll see the memo automatically start there. So it read the screen and it knows that the game started. And it noted my opponent's 6 Pokemon. They did lead Flim. So is it going to automatically show that they picked Flim? Sometimes it's having trouble showing the picks. Yeah, so it did get it. Nice. Nice. So unless it's decently invested in speed, I should be able to go first. I think Stealth Rocket into Draco seems pretty good. Mudshot, Earth Power, that sucks. So most are not running Earth Power, right? Yeah, so if you look at that, I guess it's about evenly split. Mudshot's at 43%, Earth Power's at 40%. You think they'll click Earth Power again? Hey, 7-stream streak. That's super sick, dude. I'm glad that I've streamed Pokemon at least 6 times. I know one of those streams was a Halo stream. I didn't want to switch Gyarados into a freaking power gem, dude. Maybe I overthought it, but Arch is on his job. Getting the rocks down was good. I can just Terra the Gyarados. If they show me Corviknight, I can just hard switch to H-Slash. If that's Mudshot, I actually win that 1v1, which is crazy. But it was Earth Power, so I don't. Maybe I should have let Aegislash in the future. They don't have Rock Step yet, so I'm kind of wanting to get this in before that happens. So it didn't... Did it show my Archelodon dying? It hasn't counted it dying yet. It did show Gyarados coming out. If it's max speed, it outspeeds me, so I do kind of want to Dragon Dance. I know it's a little bit scary. I just don't want to flinch, or fish for the crit. Or the flinch. Yeah, I don't want to fish for the flinch without guaranteeing that I'm faster. Oh, Mortal Spin? I'll take that trade. Hey, Vish. Thank you for the follow. How you doing tonight? Can I get a flinch? Seats? Flattering some champions? It's a great night for that. No flinch! That is fine. It did a little more than I wanted it to. They're probably just letting this thing die, right? I mean, they could switch in Dragonite. So I'm just not gonna click EQ. I really wish that this was Mudshot Glim. I should have at least gotten one hit off on it with Arch. Just having to take that Sludge Wave there really sucks. Aegislash should be able to win in the back. Dragonite. So some Dragonite are not packing extreme speed anymore. As you can see, 74%? Yeah, so that's actually a lot more than I expected. But I've been seeing a lot not use extreme speed. I'd probably lose if it has extreme speed. Yeah. So I probably just shouldn't lead Arch into Glim. Just because it's like a 50-50, right? If we look back at the moves on Glim, 43% are on Mudshot, 40% are on Earth Power. So if I win the matchup against the Glims with Mudshot, but lose the matchup against the Glims with Earth Power, I just don't know if it's worth that gamble. This is really interesting, though. They could miss the Wisp. They could also just not be on Wisp. Flamethrower, that's fine. That did a lot of damage, though. Maybe I should have clicked Swords Dance. I should have just clicked Poltergeist, and then maybe Poltergeist into Sneak kills the Volk or Rona, but then I have to eat the Flame Body once. It's probably a little bit better. So it's keeping track of the picks decently well. Like it updates the picks when we send Pokemon out, but it's not updating them when our Pokemon faints. Which is easy to fix. It's honestly really easy to work around. Why are they taking so long? Do they have nothing to hit me? Thunderbolt? Oh, I'm dead. They took way too long to do that. So it should automatically show that I lose. It should finish the match. I'll wait for the ad. Oh, that was fast. Alright, so you can see on the left side there, it's automatically logged it as a loss. I didn't have to say the battle ended or anything. We did dip back down below 1900. Which is fine. We learned something about the Glamora matchup today in the lead. I dropped some special defense EVs on the Arch to give it some speed. Scavillain, Toxapex. Kinda want to bring Prim here. Just because I need something to kill that Scavillain that doesn't care about the burn. Which could be Arch. It could also be Arch. I actually don't mind the Arch at all. Plus, if they try to do like the Moody shenanigans, I can just roar it away. No, actually, this is an app called Battle Memo. Dear God, no, I'm not that good at coding. But it's an incredibly useful tool, that is for sure. Do we like Lucario here? If it weren't for the Toxapex, I would say that I do. I mean, nothing's faster than Lucario. I just don't like the Toxapex. Gyarados likes it a lot more. Arch, Aegis/Gyarados. Yeah, so this is a site called Battle Memo. It's if you just look up Battle Memo or Battle Memories, it's an app for iOS and Android. It's a native Japanese site, but there are options to change everything to English. Usually you've got to input this info manually, but if you connect your capture card to it, it'll read the game for you and update it in real time. So like as you can see, it's just gonna like show the picks at the bottom. So it'll update here in just a second. I want to get the rocks down. It might protect. See, there's a little bit of glitching going on. Like, see, like, it shows my Archelodon, but it doesn't show the Scavi. And it shows that Archelodon is fainted, which is really weird. But yeah, as we thought, they protected. What boost did they get? I did not see it. They are not moody. They literally just wanted to protect. Okay. Do you think they sub? They withdrew? Mimi? That's fine. That's actually like almost best case scenario because I can hit this thing with the T-Bolt to break the disguise and then phase it out with the Roar. Curse, I really don't care. I've got a citrus, so I can sit in front of this thing while cursed for a while. Yeah, I didn't update the Mimi pick either. That's fine. I don't know if Roar is great because they could Phantom Force here. They could also Wisp, but I don't know. Roar is fine. This Archaludon is doing its job and more already. Like that Scavi is going to take the Stealth Rocks on its way in, and I don't think they see the Roar coming. Oh, that's great. Oh, that feels really good. He did it. I thought sometimes they don't Mega because they want to get the Moody boosts, right? But he wasn't even Moody. I mean, we're at 1900. Like, this isn't bottom of the ladder or anything. Like, I feel like it should be decent plays. They could probably just recover spam while I am cursed. So maybe we switch to Age Slasher. See, if we switch to Aegis Slash and then Swords Dance, they can just switch to their Ska villain and make me get burned when I try to go into it. Which maybe I just, like, make them show me that. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm happy to not see Moody. It's one of the worst abilities ever made. It's not my cup of tea. Let's go to the casino. It's just casino ability. They probably switched to Scavi here, right? And then it drops down to 50%. If they switch, I can just actually activate Poltergeist. If I just click it, I can hit it before they get the chance to Mega, right? Unless you don't think that they're particularly threatened by this Aegis Slash. If they have Infestation, at least. Let's see. 56% have Infestation. Yeah, damn it. I knew the right play. I didn't make it. Fuck it, I'll take the burn. I'll take the burn, dude. I really don't know if I should. Okay, so if I do get burned, who's going to take out the Tox effects? Gyarados. With the greatest of ease, right? I just need, I need to take out the Scavi. The damage calculator is nice too. So it does more than 50%. Unless it's full bulk. Full bulk, okay. The thing is, we're still doing our job. Because now Archaludon can come in. And either force it out, which kills it, or kill it outright. See, the one thing about the damage calculator on here that I don't like is, like, obviously that's Mega Scovelin, right? So it showed me the calculation for non-Mega Scovelin. It might have been nice to see it for the Mega. Do you think they have Synthesis? No. They could have Protect, Leech Seed, Giga Drain, Flamethrower. I don't know how much Flamethrower does to me, but if it's full bulk, there's no way it's got that much special attack investment. So I could just click Roar, and that kills it. Yeah, that thing is as good as dead. The Leech Seed kind of sucks. Just because now Mimikyu is getting some health. But I think I can kill it with Thunderbolt, right? Yeah, I can kill with Thunderbolt. It might protect. If it protects, it's probably still fine. Trick? Okay. Choice Scarf? That's fine, dude. I'm only wanting to click Thunderbolt anyway. I'm gonna mark this thing as dead because it is. He's eating shit tonight, lots of losses. I started the night with the loss. I've seen what you've been posting in Discord too. It sounds like they're not very satisfying losses. Not that there's necessarily a thing as a satisfying loss, but some at least you can make some, you know, lessons learned, jot some notes down, you know. But sounds like sometimes, you know, you just lose and you're like, well, I got crit. The thing is, I don't really care what this Toxapex thinks it's gonna do because Gyarados just comes in and starts clicking Earthquake, right? Yeah, Zard is going through this weird, like, back and forth where, like, it started as Zard Y was the pick, and then people started preparing too much for Zard Y, and so they started running Zard X, and now I think people are starting to run Zard Y again, and it's really hard to tell which one it is. Is it even worth? I don't want to, like, switch into a Toxic. If I can get a Para. It might be worth saving Arch for the back, for like a final Thunderbolt. Yeah, I think that's pretty wise. There's no way that they see the switch here and play Toxic, right? Yeah, exactly. So the thing is, do I Dragon Dance? Oh, yeah, I don't need to. If it's full bulk, I do 50%. I'm glad I kept Earthquake. There's a lot of people playing Power Whip as the coverage on Gyarados to be better in the mirror match, be better in the Primarina. But I'm going with Earthquake. And it won me this game. They really thought I was going to Dragon Dance. I don't think there's a way they win, right? They might be stalling for time now. They get Hard Switch to get the Regenerator boost. But there's nothing that they can do to win. Because this dies on the rocks. Phew. Gyarados just avoiding the burn because of Archelodon's Stealth Rocks. Oh, thank you. Thank you for not wasting our time tonight. Thank you for the match. You know some players would try to stall out that game for a draw. You haven't played since Monday because you've been away. You hit 2K? Congratulations. I think I remember seeing that. That's what we're trying to do tonight, man. So you see, it automatically reported that match. Added it to our battle data. Do you like the team you've been using? Like the team that got you to 2K? Do you think you'd make any changes? So because of the Umbreon and because of the Hippo, I really want to bring Primarina. Probably just not worth leading the Prim. The Starmie, Corviknight, even hell the Lopunny. I want to bring Arch, like Arch, Prim, and then who are we winning with? Gyarados, probably. Just because Lucario does not match up well into the Lopunny or the Starmie. This looks kind of good. Wispy, I'm trying. I'm trying to tonight. I don't have enough time to play this game. I play like 6 or 7 matches 1 or 2 nights a week. I wish I had more time. I gotta take more PTO just to play. Belly Bolt is so cool though. I'm loving that Belly Bolt is getting some time to shine after its generation. It was underappreciated in Scarlet and Violet. I like this selection, right? I mean, Archaludon lead doesn't really lose to anything. Even the Lopunny hitting me with a CC, I can survive. Wispy, what megas have you been using? The Corviknight is a little bit weird. If for some reason I let Arch go down and Prim go down without revealing their third. Kev, welcome, dude. Alright, so this Lopunny. The CC never kills. Oh, that was you. That was your other account. Yeah, this CC never kills. So if they CC, I just kill it with Draco. Running into your first Mega Victory, though. That thing can be scary if you don't have any way to like just chip it first. Fake out. You gonna give me a free defense boost. They probably switch, right? Just in case they don't. Wow, this guy is bold, to say the least. They really clicked fake out. Maybe they thought I was sturdy. They probably thought I was sturdy, so they wanted to hit me once before they knocked me out. But I feel like Arch is not sturdy these days. I don't know if I've seen any sturdy Arch. See, it didn't show Lopunny as the selection. It's a minor bug. I'll tell the guy that coded this all. I think I already reached out to him on Twitter. Oh, they forfeited. Okay, sick. Well, that was easy. Yeah, I don't know in what world I'm clicking fake out into an Archaludon. The only world that happens is if you think they're sturdy. I don't really love Prim here. I really don't. Like the Meow, the Belly. I think it's a Lucario game. This is definitely a Lucario game. Lucario can do some pretty funny things into Gyarados. They all know I'm a sturdy somehow. It's why I protect tech. Oh yeah, you are, aren't you? You're the first person I saw run protect on Arch with leftovers. I don't think I've even seen it since. So I'm gonna lead Arch here. The rocks are just so important. They might lead Hippo. So I need something to connect Arch to Lucario that can deal with the Hippo. I don't like Basque. Just because of the Meowscarada mainly. And the Gyarados. Aegislash maybe? No. Maybe I do just bring Prim. Yeah. Because really, theoretically, Arch plus Lucario wins the entire game. Except for Hippo getting me stuck in a loop, and Primarina can stop that. I'm running Misty Terrain on my Prim. So if I get in front of the Hippo, I can Calm Mind when it yawns, and then click Misty Terrain. And hopefully they won't click Blow Away. Arch. This is great. This is almost best case scenario. So free Stealth Rocks. Let's see if they're Soak. What percent are Soak? This is one of my favorite features, by the way. 76% are Soak, So it probably is soaking, yep. Parabolic charge coming in hot. So we will roar. Hey, what's up, guy? Trying to join the 2K club tonight. Gyarados? There's no way they take this Thunderbolt, right? They do not want to take a Thunderbolt. How's the new stream layout? You like it? I feel like people needed to know about Battle Memo, so I'm trying to show it off. There's no way they take the Thunderbolt. There's no way they take the Thunderbolt, right? They were gonna take the Thunderbolt. I think he forgot that he made me a water type. Yeah, I was like very certain that they were gonna switch back to Belly to avoid the Thunderbolt, and they definitely are not gonna forget again. They're gonna click Flower Trick. Our Chaladon has done its job. Lucario wins the game now. Lucario wins the game now. It Swords Dance in front of Belly. The soak makes it a little bit weird though, I'm not gonna lie. I can just Swords Dance in front of Meow. Yeah, I can Swords Dance in front of Meow. If for some reason this doesn't kill me, like with Flower Trick, I can just click Draco. Thank you, Arch, you've done your job. So I just send out Lucario now and click Swords Dance. And that wins the game. Because this thing is most likely locked into Flower Trick. Right? It's like 63% our Scarf. If it's not Scarf, it's a Sash. Which has already been broken. And +2 extreme speed will wreck the Meowscarada. The only way this maybe sucks is if it's running Brick Break or Low Kick, which is at 12%. Taunt. No way you clicked Taunt, bro! Taunt isn't even on there. Ah, that sucks. So I just click Close Combat then, right? Belly Bolt. This is still fine. If it's Citrus, it gets a little bit weird. It did 87 to 28. It did 60. Is it Citrus? It's not. Oh, this is still game. It's still game. I think it's trying to get me to like lower my defenses so much that Meowscarada can come in and kill me with something. Taunt isn't even on there, bro. It's not. Look at that. This is definitely one of the best features that this app gives you. Is the I feel like I'm like a Saiyan with a Scouter. This is actual battle data. I feel like I should just switch. There's no world in which I shouldn't just switch out. Just because I don't want to get cheesed. He's already running one weird move. Low kick while I'm -1 probably really hurts. Watch this be low kick. Flower Trick, okay. He just thought that Flower Trick into a -1 Lucario was going to do the job. Yeah, no, the Prim, honestly, Prim did her job. It scouted what move the Meowscarada wanted to use against me, right? And it wanted to use Flower Trick. And my damage calculator says that Meowscarada, Adamance, into a -1 defense Lucario does 60%. So, yeah, sure. You're taunting yourself. That's exactly the taunt tags, bro. Like, you gave up a coverage move for that. It's honestly kind of spicy, I'm not gonna lie. Like, it probably helped you beat Toxapex. It just doesn't help you in this situation. I think if that Belly Bolt was Citrus, it might have gotten a little bit weird. GG. Well, that taunt click had me spiking my dopamine levels. It's really cool to see unexpected moves like that. This actually might be a game where we can bring Basque Legion, but I just don't think it's worth it. Like the Aegislash, the Belly Bolt, the Archaludon, even the Tyranitar's blocking last respects. I feel like Basque Legion is really just there to influence my opponent's team pick, and it does a very good job of that. Gyarados with a +1 Earthquake. I don't actually even know if that picks up the KO on Belly. I think there's a chance. I think I have to win with Gyarados, though, just because of the Aegislash. I'm not running Earthquake on Lucario, so I have to win with Gyarados. Arch in the lead makes a lot of sense. Honestly, there's nothing that really beats it. Other than the other Arch, but I should be speed crept to beat it. So maybe like Archaludon, Gyarados, Aegislash? Between Archaludon and Gyarados, I hit everything super effective. Aegislash also hits a lot of stuff, so I'm gonna bring Aegislash. The Tyranitar is interesting. I wonder what's that Tyranitar doing? This thing can probably click close combat. It would only be bad if they Swords Dance and then close combat. Okay. That Swords Dance is super scary. They probably click close combat here, right? If they close combat me, then I have to use Aegislash to beat it. If they click... They could be clicking Poltergeist. I really don't want to switch Aegislash into Poltergeist. I'm not gonna lie. So I'm just gonna click Roar. And Archaludon might go down. But switching Aegislash into a Poltergeist would feel just way too bad. I'd rather lose Arch now. Close combat? Yep. See, I'm using Sacred Sword on Aegislash. Yeah, if it's that's what I'm worried about is Sash, but I'm using my Sash to win, I guess, if that's the case, and then like putting way too much pressure on Gyarados to win. I could bring out Gyarados now, which puts it at -1. But then I have to win with Aegislash if it's Sash, and I'd rather win with Gyarados if it's Sash. If it's Sash, it depends on how much speed it's running. It could be, if it's max speed, then that's like, I only lose if it's max speed and Sash, which I guess that's not unlikely. I definitely don't want to lose to Poltergeist miss. It's possible that he King Shields too, but like Swords Dance and King Shield are kind of mutually exclusive. So I think he's faster than me. I just have to hit it. It's got the Sash. It's got the Sash. Yeah, I think it's faster than me. I'm at 91 speed, which is a very like oddly specific number. So there's no way that we just speed tied. I think I just lost to this Aegislash lead. That's crazy, because I have been thinking about just going max speed on Aegislash and saying fuck it. Max speed Adamant. That still doesn't win me this game because it's like a 50-50 at that point in the mirror. So maybe it's the Stealth Rock that was the misclick. I probably should have broken the Sash instead of going for the rocks. Because what were the rocks really doing, bro? What were the rocks really doing? They weren't doing that much. I don't want to get hit by a freaking close combat on my Dragon Dance. That would feel so bad. I just want to run like 7 moves on my Arch. I want to run Dark Pulse. I want to run Flash Cannon. Sometimes I want to be running Electro Shot, man. So now there's just way too much pressure on this Gyarados to win the game. Halucha. Yeah, especially when the freaking Halucha's out here, it's just gonna click CC. Some are so bulky though, that there's no way I live this, right? There's just absolutely no way I live this. No, I lost this game on the lead when I just let Aegislash go down. I guess I should have just switched it out. You know, like there was the moment where I was deciding, do I keep Arch in or do I switch into Aegislash on the close combat? I probably should have just switched in the Aegislash on the CC. I was just so nervous that they were going to click Poltergeist. You know? Maybe I gave my opponent too much credit. I was expecting them to predict my prediction. That's probably not something I should have done. It's all good. I really love Primarina here. Not because of Gengar, but because of Lucario. Lucario kind of has a tough time hitting Primarina unless they're running Mash. And obviously the Hippo. The Vasco Legion is kind of nice here, actually. I like it a lot. The question is Lucario or Gyarados? Gyarados probably. It's better into the Lucario before a Mega. It's better into the Gengar. It's better into Hippo. It's better into Mamoswine. It's equally good into Mimikyu. Do we need the Arch? I don't know. I don't think we do. Is the connecting tissue? What's it gonna switch into Earthquake? I don't want to do that. I'm not running Shuka. Aegislash. Aegislash feels really good. It feels really, really good. So I'm either flip turning into Aegislash or Gyarados. I think that's fine. I'm down with that. God damn it. I thought they'd lead Hippo or Mamoswine. If it's Scarf, it just is faster than me. I can live with Discharge. I think I can live with Thunderbolt too. Honestly, I kind of want it to be Scarf. It is not Scarf. It's gonna click Wisp or Volt Switch. I don't want Gyarados to switch into either of those. Let's just hope it's Volt Switch. Wisp. That's fine. If anyone's gonna eat a Will-O-Wisp, I'd rather it be Aegislash. I just need to chip this thing enough. I can take one hit. I can take 2 hits. So I'm clicking Poltergeist here. Is it Citrus? I've seen a lot of Rotoms run Lumberry. Citrus, yeah. That's pretty good damage. That's fine, dude. So I traded Aegislash for Rotom. I know it's not dead yet, but it's pretty much dead. Just send me something out that I can hit with Gyarados. Honestly, any of them is fine. Even Hippo is fine. Honestly, anything. The worst thing to have out is the Rotom. I don't think it's the fastest Rotom because it's not Scarf and it was kind of bulky with Will-O-Wisp. So Gyarados might outspeed it. I'm pretty sure that Gyarados will outspeed it. I need to hit this thing so that Disguise goes away, so I'm not gonna Mega. I don't really want to Dragon Dance and get Wisped by this thing. I'm just playing for Last Respect's ending, right? And if that's what I'm doing, I have to take away the Disguise off this thing. So I'm just gonna click Waterfall. I guess they could switch to Rotom? It's really cool that they didn't. With a flinch. Oh, that's amazing. So now I Dragon Dance, right? I mean, they could be Wisping. Honestly, they could be Wisping. But getting to be faster than whatever is in the back, which is probably Gengar, would feel pretty good. And the withdrawal, that's amazing. I might not even need fast. Yeah, I think this is over. Any chance you get to Earthquake a Rotom, I feel like to take. It just feels too good. See, it's not updating their picks. Honestly, that's fine. I can update the picks myself. That's the easiest thing to do. Oh, this game is over. It like starts them off as fainted too? Is it like remembering what was fainted last game and it's keeping that slot fainted or something? Slowly but surely creeping up. 1930. I actually got to bring Basque Legion that game. I feel like that's a rarity. Most of the time, Basque just forces my teammate's selection, or my opponent's selection. Doesn't actually get to do any work. And then, ironically, it didn't actually do any work that time. It was ready. It was ready to clean with last respects, but it didn't have to. The waterfall flinch on Mimikyu was really nice. I don't know what they clicked there. Azu, take a ton. Oh, they are ready for Arch. This team looks so pink. It's fairy, mono fairy. Mono fairy. I think Basque Legion goes too hard. I feel like Aegislash has to come, dude. And Lucario. I always get super nervous when I face mono-type teams because you just know that they're so passionate about mono-type that they've optimized the team and they're probably ready for the common answers like Aegislash and Lucario. But they're not ready for Basque Legion. That's just not happening, bro. So I flip turn into Aegislash. If they click Calm Mind, it's like, whatever. I still hit him with a Poltergeist into Shadow Sneak. Next level would be they click Flip Turn. But even if they click Flip Turn, like... I don't know what they're going to put in front of Aegislash. That thing has Noble. This thing, it probably clicked Moonblast. Yeah. That did 33? 33 damage? How much does that have? Moonblast doing 33? Yeah, it's 252 modest. So I just click Poltergeist. It's actually crazy they're fat. Yeah, they must be max speed. Say I crept my Aegislash and my Primarina actually to 91 actual value speed to be faster than like stuff like Umbreon or Scizor. And the fact that it's faster than 91 told me like it's just Spatak and speed. Aqua Jet? Does Aqua Jet kill me? Does Aqua Jet kill me? 50. Aqua Jet does up to 87. Yeah, Aqua Jet always kills me. Aegislash has done its job. It took out Primarina. Yeah, Aqua Jet always killed me. I didn't want to like switch in Bask to a play rock. That's just unnecessary. I guess it just cleans with last respects. So there's just no reason to switch it into a play rough there. Yeah, I just never know what Prim is running. Like here it says it's... Look, this Sash isn't even the top 3 items. No way it lived! Superpower! It actually lived that, bro. So the only thing that scares me is Mimikyu in the back, and something tells me that they didn't bring no Mega. I mean, if there's any game that Fish can clean, it's this one, right? The only thing that picks it off is Mimikyu. So Shadow Claw actually doesn't do as much as you want it to. Ah! Apparently it does. So it's spell tag? Okay, let me count that freaking Meteor Mash on the Azu. That was a min roll. Alright, whatever. I think we played it fine. We just got a low roll on Meteor Mash. I should have calced it before I clicked it, but honestly, like, what was the other play? Switch in Bask to Superpower? Maybe I could see that coming, but like, then what does Bask do? A 1 dead last respects that doesn't kill? We're on the next game now, though. We're not worried too much about it. Archelodon getting rocks down is nice for the Volcarona, also for like stuff like this Sneasler that might be sashed. The chip on the Lopunny is really good. The Blastoise worries me a little bit with Shell Smash. Basculegion isn't the worst here, but I don't want to flip turn into Arch. So is it Gyarados or Lucario? Probably Gyarados. Just because of the Garchomp. Aegislash can live something for free from Blastoise. Yeah, I'm definitely going to go back and calc the Shadow Sneak and the Meteor Mash into that Azumarill. Because something tells me that that's a favorable roll for me that I didn't get. So I always live an Earthquake. So I can Stealth Rock into Draco. The thing about that is I still live 2 Earthquakes, actually. So They're probably setting up Blastoise, right? They're setting up Blastoise to Shell Smash, and the Stealth Rocks are to get rid of any Sash that I have. So they're probably going to try to set up the Shell Smash after this Garchomp goes down. But I'm just going to click Roar. Want to see me take an Earthquake from Garchomp? Want to see me do it again? They're deciding right now. Like, do you think they're in range? Rock Tomb! Rock Tomb's crazy. Maybe they thought I'd switch? Yeah, maybe they thought I would switch to Gyarados there. I bet it's really tempting for them to set up a Shell Smash right now. Yeah, you've got a Archelodon that's used 2 Draco Meteors in front of you. They are more than likely going to click Shell Smash. If they don't, that's also fine. Man, the picks really are not updated. Forester, nice, nice, that's also fine. I bring an Aegislash, right? Aegislash can hit it with Poltergeist and always live. The thing is, Gyarados feels really good. What wins against what's in back? What's in back is like probably the Volcarona. Aegislash does not win against the Volcarona. They probably didn't bring the Sneasler. They probably didn't bring Lob. Yeah, I'm sending out Aegislash now. There's no way that they Shell Smash in front of Aegislash, right? Ah, they might actually, 'cause if it's honestly fine if they do. Do we think Shadow Sneak kills? What does the calc say? I mean, it has to kill. If it doesn't, then it's fine too, because Gyarados outspeeds. I'm just interested. 22 to 27? No! That's fine. The only difference is I don't get to Shadow Sneak the next thing, too. Man, that's, his Aegislash really could have used a Spell Tag tonight. There's a lot of KOs I feel like, it's missing. Oof. Show me a Volcarona. Not Archelodon. Sneasler. It's honestly fine, right? I just don't Mega. There's no way in hell this thing lives in Earthquake. This thing is paper. Mellow, what's up, dude? Yeah, I've not been feeling Halo lately. It helps that Pokemon Champions is a brand new game that was released this month, and I've been waiting over a year to play it. All my energy is kind of directed at this game right now. But I've been super busy. I haven't even had enough time to play this game as much as I want. Have you been, brother? Halo seems pretty dead lately, I'm not gonna lie. At least, like, on a grand scale. You've been chilling, you've been bored of it too? Yeah, I just don't have the drive to get on and play Halo right now. Just play for fun. It's probably a lot more enjoyable, to be honest. Or at least a breath of fresh air. So I have mixed feelings about Basket Legion here. The Lopunny is really the only thing stopping me from clicking Last Respects, and I don't really want to bet it on the speed tie in the mirror. Gyarados is definitely winning the game. So how do I set up Gyarados to win? Archaladon helps a lot. And then I need something else for Corviknight. Aegislash is my favorite Corviknight chick. I saw Lux was banned, and Lux left Mello, not Mello's Discord. He left Walmart too. Can't blame him. So it's a revolving door in Walmart. Yeah, you left too. Yeah, dude, it seems super dead in there these days. Lopunny? You didn't get banned? Someone's gonna have to explain the whole ban wave thing to me, because it doesn't make sense. The, like, literal 100-year bans that they're dishing out, like, that doesn't... On what grounds? Just, like, is it because people reported them? Because that can just be done for no reason. Is it Garchomp leave? What? Garchomp did not leave, though. It was Lopunny. At least this Lop player didn't fake out the Archaladon first. Man, they really thought that CC was gonna kill, huh? Corviknight? Alright, so they could be going for the draw now. I could hard switch to Aegislash, but I don't want to get hit with U-turn. I want to thank Archaladon for its services and at least get a Stealth Rock out there. They could be starting a body press play, which is, like, totally fine. I would prefer that, yeah. Because if I just let this thing go down, what I can do is I can get a Sword Stance on Aegislash and bait this thing into the Iron Defense 4 and then hit it with Sacred Sword. So even though I'm -2, I'm going to hit it with Thunderbolt. This exact situation is why I'm running Sacred Sword instead of Close Combat. The only thing I am scared of right now is Power Trip, but I feel like... Yeah, first of all, Power Trip's not even on there. And second of all, I feel like when it's Power Trip, it's usually Bulk Up. It's usually Bulk Up and not Iron Defense. This is like literal best case scenario right here. So I've seen Iron Defense, I've seen Body Press. We can assume that these got Roost. It's probably U-turn. If it's Iron Head, like whatever. All I need to do is to force this thing out. Force it out. They don't know I'm Sacred Sword, though, is the thing. They're probably going to click Roost here, or like get another Iron Defense down. But as a +4 defense, Corviknight, they have no motivation to switch right now. So if I Sword Stance, and they click U-turn, that would be really unfortunate, right? But I don't think with like having not revealed Sacred Sword yet, I don't think, yeah, no, they're gonna take the challenge. Absolutely, they're gonna take the challenge, bro. So I'm +4, Aegislash into Corviknight. Max defense, +4 Sacred Sword does 60 to 70. +6 does 80 to 90. I'm going for the +6, bro. Yeah, this is about to be so spicy. So it doesn't get to KO if it's max defense. However, it puts it in range of Gyarados. Ooh, infinite damage. Holy shit. And so now is the best played Poltergeist for the switch. It doesn't really matter, bro. Corviknight's gonna switch into rocks. If it's Basculegion, I can just hit it with the Shadow Sneak. And then someone's gonna get hit by a +6 Shadow Sneak, bro. Like, who's it gonna be? Basculegion. They're forced to Aqua Jet, and it's not going to be enough. You ever play Pokemon, Melo? So that right there is like a perfect example of why I'm running Sacred Sword instead of close combat. Is pretty much... It's not exclusively for Corviknight, but it's like mostly for Corviknight. It also works against other Iron Defensors, like the random Mega Agrons that you find in low ladder. Not that we're in there anymore. But anything that's boosting itself up, like Sacred Sword does a really good job. And honestly, for Corviknight alone, it's probably worth it, because Corviknight is everywhere. Umbreon, Gengar, Garchomp. So this is why we need to bring Primarina. We're running Misty Terrain to escape the Yawn Loop and set up a Calm Mind. So they're probably leading Garchomp. I don't love Basculegion just because Umbreon can stop it, and so can Mimikyu. The Venusaur is honestly what worries me the most. So maybe we do like Archaladon. I don't know, do we do Archaladon at all? They're probably getting Stealth Rocks with the Garchomp, right? That's what they're gonna go for? What if we lead Aegislash instead? Because the Stealth Rocks are not gonna do anything for us. They're really not doing anything. Lead Aegislash, bring Primarina, win with Gyarados. I feel like they're going with the Garchomp, Umbreon, Gengar selection, because they can't bring Basculegion. I don't know what the Mimikyu is there for. But they definitely want the rocks because of Gyarados. We will see. The guy that got first place on the ladder with Infernape liked to lead Aegislash versus Garchomp in these situations. And he literally said that the correct move is to Sword Stance, because they always put down the Stealth Rock. He said that. He is 2500 ELO. I see the reasoning, it's just so scary, right? I guess worst case scenario, if they click Earthquake, you can still +2 Shadow Sneak. God, that sucks so much ass, dude. Literally, as I'm watching that video, I'm like, are you sure, bro? Are you sure that's the right play? Because all it takes is a single Earthquake to fuck up your entire day. And like, they could click Stealth Rock here, expecting me to Shadow Sneak and kill myself. But if they're Sash, like, I don't want to get hit with the Earthquake here and then still have a Sashed Garchomp. Fucking sucks, bro. I'm never down. I don't want to say I'm never doing that again. Like, I just got. That Garchomp 100% outplayed me there. And that's like, in my brain, when I watched that video today, I was like, can't the Garchomp just EQ Stealth Rock? I can eat EQ from Prim. Yeah, I just don't want to get hit with the Dragon Tail when I try to set up on it. And I've got lefties, so this will be fine. Poison Jab? Just show me Umbreon, please. They're probably not, though. They're probably sending out Gengar here. Why, bro? They did not leave Gengar, and Prim is not dead. That's what I fucking get for replicating what someone else does in a YouTube video. And I'm not saying that that's the only reason I made that play. But it's like, you know, a 2500 ELO player, very respectable, says that in his experience, the correct play is to Swords Dance with Aegislash into the Garchomp lead. Because in his experience, quote, the Garchomp Stealth Rocks first. I immediately questioned it, but then his Aegislash soloed the entire team. Because in that game, that's what the Garchomp did. God, that's just so much fucking damage, dude. I just don't like those type of high risk, high reward plays. You're betting the entire outcome of the match on the first turn and calling correctly. I just don't like that, dude. I don't like that at all. This pretty much has to be Basca Legion. And even then, I don't even know if I pick up the Oko because I'm not running Crunch. I don't think that this is probably Mimic. Umbreon, now you bring Umbreon, bro. Whatever, man. There's probably inner focus. Doesn't even matter if they're not. Foul play, yeah. It's crazy. This game was so winnable if I didn't just click Swords Dance. I guess that's our takeaway, and that's fair. And I thank you for that, opponent. I thank you for punishing that play. It just sucks to see it happen. This Lucario game, it looks really good for Lucario. The Clefable, the Belly Bolt, the Corviknight, even the Greninja, like it's a Lucario game. Stealth Rocks are not necessary. Like I know it's very tempting for the full Corona, but like leading Aegislash seems pretty good. But like honestly, the Basque Legion is also not bad. Like flip turning, the Greninja. If I do like Basque Legion, Lucario, Aegislash, that's pretty good. I like it. Cause I feel like they're gonna lead Mega Clefable, and they're gonna try to Magic Bounce the Stealth Rocks, but I'm just not gonna go for that. Greninja, okay. I always live Dark Pulse. And if it's Protean, I can hit it with the flip turn. If it is not Scarf, I don't really want to switch in Aegislash to a Dark Pulse. Mega Greninja. Does this kill me? Like, it doesn't kill the Aegislash. Is what I mean. Like flipping into Aegislash. A good switch of Lucario. It's just so risky, bro. It's just so risky, and they outspeed me anyway. So I feel like. What am I trading the Aegislash for the Greninja? Like they are gonna Dark Pulse, and then Shadow Sneak does nothing. But if they, yeah, they're probably Dark Pulsing, right? And then they don't have Stab. I lost the game earlier because I gave an opponent too much credit. Yeah, this is perfect. Literally, I was justified earlier today. I took it off for inner focus. This would have been really nice to have a +1 extreme speed. To really punish this Greninja. I would Swords Dance, but I'm not confident that I live a Surf. U-turn. So Swords Dance was the correct move then. It's okay, because it dies to Last Respects. This is probably Scarfed. This is my least favorite part of playing Lucario is the Garchomp matchup. Because you literally just have to assume that it is playing Scarf. You just have to assume that it's Scarf and click Extreme Speed here. And even if it wasn't Scarf, like, you'll never know. You'll just never know. So who's in the back? Who's in the back? It could be Belly Bolt. My thoughts are that it's... if it U-turned into Garchomp... No. Let's see. Aegislash can hit it with the Poltergeist. And then if the Greninja comes out, I do not kill it with the Shadow Sneak. So what if I Bask here? Nah. No, that was a tough choice. They withdraw Garchomp. Belly Bolt. So I can Swords Dance here. It's itemless Belly! Itemless Belly, bro? Itemless. I can live another one of those, right? Yeah. I can live another one of those. Run it. Soak! Now I cannot take another one of those. And it's going to take the HP back. This Belly absolutely fucked me. Itemless. Bro, who is not running an item on their Belly Bolt? That's insane to me. As long as Last Respects picks up this kill, we will be okay. As long as Last Respects picks up the kill, we will be okay. And by my calculations, I don't know. I think Last Respects should pick it up. It needs to. Thank God. Why did it think that Clefable was there, dude? This thing is glitching so bad. I'll take an Outrage. Don't worry. And then I'm faster than the Greninja. Yes! Whew. That one had me kind of sweating. All right, we're 1950. We started just under 1900. So we're halfway there. We're halfway to 2K. I believe in us. Starmie, Meganium is a little bit heavy for this team. Yeah, Meganium really sucks for this team, I'm not gonna lie. The one concession that I made was Meganium on this team, and there's probably a way to solve it. And that probably involves keeping Aegislash healthy, right? So like, can I lead Prim, bring... No, because I don't Masquerade it. This is so hard for me, man. Like, Archaludon has a lot of value. It has a lot of value. But the Glim, I don't like leading it into the Glim. So I'm going to lead Aegislash and bring Archaludon. And like, maybe I can win with Lucario? The only way I don't win with Lucario is if they have Scarf Garchomp, and I'm not able to take it out before then. But I think Aegislash will bait it out, or Archaludon will too. I just don't want to bring 3 Pokemon that lose to Scarf Garchomp. So I kind of do really want to bring Gyarados. This Gyarados does not really hit Meganium well. This is tough, guys. This one's kind of tough. They have the Meganium plus Meowscarada plus Garchomp. The fact that those three exist all together makes it a little bit difficult for me. A little more sick. It's again like the Earth Power versus Mudshot thing. Like I don't really want to risk wasting a Pokemon. So I'm just gonna click Poltergeist. I think it was the right call. Oh, yeah! That was definitely the right call. Holy shit. Shadow Sneak isn't even really punished by a switch into Archaladon because I have Sacred Sword. Why does it think Aegislash is dead, bro? Meowscarada. So they probably are going to click knockoff here, right? Let's look at the battle data for Meowscarada. It's probably knockoff, right? U-turn. U-turn. Now they're going to switch back into Glim. Yeah, that was a good play. I don't know how obvious it was. Right? Like, if they had just clicked knockoff, then nothing else that I pressed would have done anything. Starmie? Really? You think that Aqua Jet is going to kill me? I think that you are gravely mistaken. I could just switch to Archaladon, though. It's kind of free. Yeah, I'll take a... There's no way that you're not clicking Aqua Jet here, right? Like, were you going to take a Shadow Sneak? Liquidation. No drop. Yeah, boy. We just win the game now, right? Yeah, what's the Meowscarada gonna do to us, bro? Hit Para. That would have been so cool. So, like, Archaladon wins against the Starmie. There's nothing Starmie can do to the Archaladon. I could hard switch to Aegislash here, which, you know, I don't hate. I don't hate at all. The Lucario doing some extreme speed shenanigans will put everything in range. So I like switching to Aegislash here. The thing is, they could click knockoff, right? Maybe I just go with Lucario now. I don't know, Aegislash's job is finished. Aegislash's job is finished. They might click knockoff to get rid of the Citrus, which is honestly fine with me. Low kick? Poggers, dude. They switch to fighting type, so they don't get stabbed with knockoff. But it doesn't matter to me. I'm just trying to click Shadow Sneak. And the double Shadow Sneak, I think, takes out the Starmie. And they didn't click Aqua Jet last time. Like, last time they were in this situation, they did not click Aqua Jet. But now they're literally forced to. But the thing is, now they're in extreme speed range. And they still didn't click it. Oh, they're crazy. We're approaching 2,000 ELO, and these guys are not clicking Aqua Jet when they're in range of Shadow Sneak. Was it like one of their only win cons or something? Was their win con like hope that I tried to set up a sword stance there? $1962? Let's go. Let's keep making good plays. Let's keep working on team picking, using the whole time allotted to pick the best team. Samurott. This is a freaking Prim Arena game if I've ever seen it. I almost want to lead Prim, but like leading Aegislash just seems a lot better. Except for the Lopunny. Let's just lead Arch. Let's lead Arch. I don't mind leading Arch, you know. Do we want to win? I feel like Lucario is actually pretty good, except for like Gengar. But I don't know if they're gonna bring Gengar, dude. Like the Aegislash kind of threatens it. I know I want to bring Aegislash, just for like a multitude of reasons. Archelodon lead is really good into most things, except for the Sylveon. Do you think they'll lead Sylveon? You know, like I was thinking about Aegislash lead. I kind of like it. I kind of like it a lot. Gyarados, and then maybe Primarina. I don't mind that at all. Primarina lead might be extremely good, but I ran out of time. Wasn't that the first thing I said, was Primarina lead? Gengar? No, it's a good thing I didn't lead Prim. Jesus. This is probably support Gengar, right? So I'm gonna Shadow Sneak it. Like, if they switch to Lopunny, then that's fine. I could also Sword Stance. Okay. Someone's taking a hit. Corviknight? That's honestly sick. Okay, Shadow Sneak did 14 damage. So it's not max defense at all. It is not even close to max defense. U-turn. Maybe it is Mega Gengar. Samurott? Okay, so now we have full knowledge. Let's see. We brought Aegislash, Primarina, and Gyarados. So we cannot let this Aegislash go down. I'm gonna switch to Primarina here. Samurott does not have anything for the Prim. They could switch to Gengar here, right? So I am going to Sparkling Aria. I mean, Calm Mind isn't bad. Calm Mind isn't bad. Yeah, I can live a Sludge Wave if I Calm Mind. Yeah, 100% I can. Actually, this is my win con. Bro, I call mine here. Bro, I have such PTSD from Encore. Bro, that's so funny. Sludge Wave does 54%. Are you ready for this? Watch this Sludge Wave do nothing. I think that did a little more than 54%. But I'm in torrent range, and I'm +1. This is absolutely wrecking that Gengar. That was sick. Primarina, you are a beast. Now they sent out Samurott. Gyarados. That Samurott is actually kind of an issue. Because it probably kills me with Edge, right? Aqua Cutter? Yeah. Oh god, okay, so if I send out Gyarados, they hard switch to Corviknight. So then even if I hard switch to Aegislash, they can just switch back to Samurott. So I just have to hope, right? That this fucking sucks, dude. This sucks. I think I lose. The Samurott got me. The Samurott fucking got me. I guess I have to just hope that they're scarfed? They are scarfed. Okay, so what now? Right now, they're scarfed. They basically showed me that they are scarfed. Do I just keep clicking Sacred Sword? Expecting them to switch? Like, they could U-turn, right? Do I expect them to U-turn here, right? Like, I showed them a Sacred Sword, so they're not gonna roost. If I Swords Dance and they click U-turn, I lose on the spot. If I click Sacred Sword and they U-turn, I lose on the spot. So I just have to switch hard to Gyarados. Right? I think I was in a very bad Mirror Armor, too. Bro, Iron Defense, you gotta be kidding me! I showed you Sacred Sword! You gotta be absolutely kidding me right now. I have to hope that they misplay now. They really, I showed them Sacred Sword, bro. Did they not see the Sacred Sword? Yeah, exactly, bro. You gotta be kidding me. That's shit. So I expected them to U-turn immediately, right? When they saw me Sacred Sword into the switch, I expected them to immediately, literally immediately U-turn. Because why would they click Iron Defense in front of someone who Sacred Sworded them? That's fucking stupid. So now I just lose, right? I'm not gonna waste our time and go for the draw. It's fucking a long-ass time to do that, too. They're just gonna click fucking Ceaseless Edge. I have to hope for fucking flinches on the Corviknight now? Not impossible. The thing is, I just don't want to waste our fucking time, bro. I think the most optimal thing is to go for the draw. But the thing is, I have to kind of tear it now. Or fucking tear. I have to Mega Evolve now. Which means Body Press is going to be doing a lot to me. Just on the odd chance that they just click Ceaseless Edge. Which they did not. They're not playing at all like I think they're going to play. I am not in their brain. The only thing I can hope for, right? I know for a fact that this Corviknight is not max defense. So if I can get a flinch from this first waterfall, I can potentially put this thing in a situation where it loses, right? If I can get a flinch right here. No flinch. Okay. That sucks. They played exactly the opposite of how I thought they would play. So now my win condition is crit. Or flinch into crit. Roost, yeah. Maybe I just, like, they brought the right combo, right? Like, they brought the right combination of Pokemon. Because that Aegislash was the way I was going to get rid of this Corviknight, but they had the perfect out to Aegislash with the Samurott. The thing is, my damage calc told me that Primarina was only taking 50% from Sludge Wave, and it definitely took more. It was modest. It had to be modest. I don't know. Modest max roll, I guess. I don't know. That sucks. I got a really good clip of Primarina tanking the Sludge Wave and hitting back with Sparkling Aria, so that was cool. I don't like Gyarados here, just like... Corviknight is so hard for Gyarados without Taunt. And even the fucking Venusaur is tough. And they're gonna get the rocks down with Glim, so like, I feel like Lucario is actually the way. So like... A Basculegion actually can do some decent work. If I do like a Basculegion into Archaladon into Lucario, I don't hate that. I don't hate that at all. Yeah, I like that. So Garchomp, with my luck, it's gonna be Scarf. Everyone I talk to tells me that once you get to the higher ELO, that none of the Garchomps are Scarf. Like, maybe you find some, but they're all bulky. I wish that was the case, bro. I wish that was the case for me. Dragonite Reed. It's like worst fucking case, because this thing's got a Draco, a Thunderbolt. I can't fucking live. Draco on the Arch, bro. If they led Dragonite. I really need the rocks, and I'm not going to get the rocks. Maybe, you know, if I'm forcing it to Draco, maybe I can make Dragonite a starting point substitute. I have to live this. Dragon Pulse, I live. Hell yeah, that's like almost best case. I don't think there's anything that kills me. Only like Earth Power from Glim. Yeah, I live this Earthquake, bro. I don't think I even want the Stealth Rocks. I'd rather take this thing out. Kill it! Archel, I want to kill this motherfucker right now. Kill it right now. Thank you. God, that felt good. That felt so good. You came at a very good time, my friend. that felt so good. You can Dragon Pulse Roost? What's the series? Two-Face, what's up, bro? Walmart's been super dead lately, has it not? Alright, Corviknight. I can break Corviknight with Lucario. I just need to get the Stealth Rocks. As long as they don't Iron Defense? Bulk up. Brave Bird. So their attacking move is Brave Bird. This is really weird. Everything, oh my god, yeah. Walmart's fucking weird right now. And that's saying something. Brave... Do you think it's running Brave Bird and Body Press? I think their move is Sword Stance, because, like, I can take a Body Press. Maybe +1 Body Press hurts a little bit, but I think I can take it. I just need to put it in range of Last Respects. So I think Sword Stance is the way. I could be proven wrong here. But especially if they Brave Bird, we are fine. Yeah, we're fucking fine. Oh. We were almost not fine. We just need to chip this thing as much as possible. That's plenty. That is plenty. Roost? It don't matter, dude. Close combat will kill you now, I think. Pretty close. Please, please. It did. Yeah. Ooh, that was cool. That was fucking cool, bro. 1960? Let's do this. If we win this, I think we get the 2000 decision match. Shedtail, Orthworm, Poltegeist. This is outrageous. Mega Heracross. Mega Meganium. Lucario goes too crazy, except for the Poltegeist. So I love Aegislash and Lucario. I love them both a lot. I also love Archaludon. I'm not gonna lie, but like close combat from Mega Heracross does kill Archaludon. So like, I gotta lead something like Arch, bring Aegislash and Lucario. That seems pretty good to me. You drinking? If you are, cheers. Yeah, choose, bro. I actually need to go get another drink. I just finished this one. What are you drinking tonight? I got a Voodoo Ranger Juice Force. You fucked up? Hell yeah. You came to the right place. Watch some Pokemon? I think the only thing that punishes Archaludon in the lead is Mega Heracross lead. And I think what they're trying to do is pass a Shed Tail to Heracross. Is this like a foreign language to you? I feel like sometimes you talk specifics about Pokemon strategy and someone who's not like in the scene, it feels like absolute gibberish. They Shed Tail every day, right? The whole reason this thing is in the lead is to Shed Tail. So like if they Shed Tail straight into Heracross, why are they doing that? So they can get a Swords Dance, right? I'm gonna go for the Stealth Rock. I'm gonna be a little bit greedy. If they Shed Tail into Heracross, close combat definitely kills me, right? So I could just hard switch to Aegislash. If they, like, why are they shedding the tail, though? They're probably wanting to Swords Dance, right? Like, they probably think they have a free Swords Dance. Poltegeist. Oh, this is even better, bro. They're gonna Shell Smash. Yeah, they will Shell Smash here and get hard punished by the Roar. God, it's so sick that Roar goes through Substitute. They might forfeit after they see this. Heracross. They are probably going to click close combat, right? The Aegislash is kind of my only way to beat this thing. Lucario is faster. Lucario is faster and actually kills the whole team, so I'm gonna hard switch to Aegislash. I think this is the right play. Like, they probably need to take out Arch, right? So they're gonna click close combat. You can bet on it. The thing is, I need to know how much my close combat does to the Heracross. I mean, Poltergeist does actually go crazy here. Earthquake, that's fine. Smack it, dude. You got it? Hit him. It's not gonna do too much. It definitely does enough to where I feel like Shadow Sneak can kill. Let me count it. Shadow Sneak into Heracross. The thing is, it's not showing Mega Heracross. Kill it! Oh, fuck yes. Welcome, everybody. You honestly came at a pretty good time. This Poltegeist cannot click Shadows or Shell Smash because it's just gonna get double Shadow Sneaked. Shadow Ball is fine. I just send out Arch now. Actually, I like Lucario. Just because Lucario has to be on the field when Orthworm comes out. Because otherwise it can click body or like iron defenses while Archaludon's on the field. So I'm gonna click Meteor Mash here. It does suck I'm not running Earthquake, but Meteor Mash connects and it's game over. Whew, thank God. I think I literally lost on the spot if Meteor Mash did not connect there. Yeah. GG. Okay, what's that put us at? I think that should be like 1975 or like 1980 or something. Yeah, 1976. We're getting pretty close. Alright, I'm gonna get a water. Because we are right at 2000. So I could get another beer, but I'm gonna wait for the celebratory drink until after we hit 2000. I'm gonna get a water. Like tripped over my cords coming back. All right, this could be the 2000 entry match. Hydrating. Okay. I don't like Basculegion, which is typical. Archaludon looks amazing. It literally looks so good. The thing is, if they lead Dragonite, that really sucks. Like, I could Archaludon Prim. Because Prim doesn't do anything except into the Dragonite in the mirror match. Which is, like, fine. And Arch, maybe it's fine? It's like, maybe I Archaludon Prim Gyarados? I do have to bring Gyarados. Archaludon in the lead only loses to opposing Dragonites in the lead. Everything else is fine. Then Gyarados can sweep everything else with a little bit of help from Aegislash. So like, do I gamble on them not leading Dragonite? I feel like they can probably lead Garchomp pretty reliably into Archaludon. The Aegislash seems pretty good, because it's also good into the Kangaskhan and the Basculegion and the Primarina and the Arch, so I like this. What would you guys have done? Why can't I snooze this ad? I'm trying to snooze the ad, but I can't. It should be a quick one. Dragonite. Of course they led Dragonite. playing field. So it's telling me Roost is only on 17% of Dragonite? That has to be a lie. There's no way that Roost is only on 17% of Dragonite. Right? If they Draco, I can maybe use it as a starting point. Flamethrower. That's really good. That's really good for me. So why would they're so scared to click Draco? Do you think that a +2 defense Archelodon can take an Earthquake from Garchomp? I think I can. Sick. Smack it. I know I'm -2, but I don't care. This is still gonna hurt. Whew. Best case scenario, that thing is scarfed, and I can click Dragon Dance in front of it. I think that I want to do that anyway. So Archelodon will go down. Alright. So listen to me. Listen. I can click Dragon Dance here. If they are scarfed, truly scarfed, I can click Dragon Dance for free. And then clean with Aegislash, whatever I'm unable to clean up, right? If it's not Sash, it must be. It must be. Archelodon? It could have Thunderbolt. Do I Dragon Dance again? Like, Dragon Dancing again gets severely punished by a Dragon Tail? Dragon Tail's on 21%. Thunderbolts. If I Dragon Dance again, I'm faster than the Garchomp. And I just have to take one hit. And then I Oko with Earthquake. So this turn is very important. What are they gonna click? What are they going to click? Not Dragon Tail, bro! That's brutal. That is absolutely brutal. It might be okay if this kills. I know they click Dragon Tail. Oh, that's super sexy. Okay. Okay, so do we just win? So this is Garchomp. It gets killed by a Shadow Sneak. Okay. And then Dragonite comes out. I just need Shadow Sneak to do more than 50%, and then I think that the game is over. Right? It didn't quite do 50%, but it did enough. Good thing that Gyarados is literally always 1 point faster than Dragonite. Ice Fang for 2000 ELO. Ice Fang for 2000. Oh my god. Good game. Zaxix. GG. Please tell me that was enough. Oh my god, bro. 1995. 1995. They tell me I gotta have to win one more. That's honestly sick. I'll post this shot so I can get people to join up if they haven't already. Oh, I can just do it in OBS. I don't have to do like this weird thing. Let's see. I don't know. It looks really weird in OBS. I'm not gonna lie. Cat, wait. Yeah, I'm just gonna use this as a go live part 2 notification because the 2000 challenge match is happening right now. I don't know if anyone is still awake in the Discord, but I do want to try. Alright, let's fucking do this, dude. Let's go. Let's do it. I really would have liked it after the last game. But this is fine. Let's see, a Frost Blast? I mean, I like Arch. I like Arch a lot. For a lot of reasons. The only thing it loses to, like Frost Blast, if it taunts it, could suck. There's a world where maybe we lead something else. Like Prim. But, it's probably Gyarados this time. Just because of the Aegislash and the Garchomp. Our Celadon lead is very good into everything except for Aegislash and Frostlass. Like, do I have a switch in for that? And I would say Basculegion is good here, but the Aegislash and the Kangaskhan combination is kind of making me nervous. I think this selection is probably fine. Arch, Aegislash, Gyarados. Gyarados cleans everything. As long as I get decent chip, which, like, between Arch and Aegislash, I should be able to do that. Aegislash? Okay. So I lost earlier tonight to Aegislash that clicked Swords Dance on me. Like, Swords Dance into close combat. Like, the rocks, they're only helping against the Volcarona, and I don't need the rocks into the Volcarona. So, like, the least I could do is hit this thing with a Thunderbolt to break the Sash. I could even Roar. Like, calling the Swords Dance, but I'd rather break the Sash now. Oh, they're just Shadow Sneak? Or they're max speed. Okay, this never killed me. So I live another one of those. So I think I do want to put the Stealth Rocks down. Man, this thing is at 1 HP? It is really... Yeah, of course it is. It's -1 defense. It's really, really, really tempting to put down Stealth Rocks here. And I think I will. This thing most certainly clicks close combat again, right? The thing is, like, what is Arch doing, right? If I keep Arch, what is it actually doing? It's not doing anything, right? So I know that this is max speed. So I have to send out Gyarados now. But Arch did his job. It took out a Mamon, essentially. Put rocks down. I can get this thing at -1. I cannot Dragon Dance, unfortunately, because it could just click CC. So I have to just kill it. Earthquake is safe. It did click CC too, so that was good. Who's next? I don't know what I'm even scared of here. Like, maybe Azumarill? Frostlass. Okay. Aegislash kinda absolutely wrecks that thing, right? Is he gonna try to Destiny Bond me? What does this thing know? What does this thing know? Blizzard, Shadow Ball, Aurora Veil, Destiny Bond. It's probably gonna Aurora Veil, right? I'm just gonna Dragon Dance. Like, yes, it could have Thunderbolt, right? But if it clicks Thunderbolt, then it's done for. What's it clicking here? It's probably Aurora Veil, right? Shadow Ball. It really clicks Shadow Ball? It crits into the Spadef drop, by the way. Give me the flinch. Aurora Veil. It's fine. It's fine, dude. I don't know, like, what... I don't know what they could possibly do in the back, unless they're trying to set up with Volcarona. Right? So I've got a +1 Gyarados. They have 3 turns of Aurora Veil left. I also have an Aegislash in the back. Aegislash does not lose to Azumarill. It's gonna have to, like, play rough here and not belly drum, right? That's nice. That's really, really, really good. That is extremely, extremely good for me. Because now I can just click Poltergeist. Otherwise, I was not going to be able to click it. I guess I could Swords Dance, right? I could Swords Dance into Poltergeist. And that wins the game, right? Knock off. It's faster than me? What do you mean this thing is faster than me? Are you seriously? You're seriously faster than me. I died a knockoff. That fucking sucks. And they clicked Aqua Jet. No way, dude. I lose. That fucking blows, dude. You're telling me that... You're telling me that Azumarill is like max speed? Since when? Since when, dude? You've got to be joking. God damn it. God, that blows. Primarina is very good here. I'm not going to lead Aegislash like I did that one time. It just was not a good idea. Our Chaladon seems really good in the lead. Extremely good in the lead. I gotta bring Prim because of the Umbreon thing. That's why it's here. And then we win with Gyarados, right? I mean, Gyarados, Lucario. I think it's Gyarados. Bro, I can't believe that Azumarill was faster than Aegislash. I think I'm gonna put fucking max speed on Aegislash. There's been a couple times that I was outsped tonight, and I don't like it. Since when? Tell me, since when does the Azumarill run max speed? That's so stupid. Maybe I'm the one that's stupid. And maybe that's a real thing. But I don't remember ever seeing an Azumarill that's not just HP attack. It's not a Gengar, bro. That's a Volcarona. You gotta get the fuck out of here. Yeah, predictable. Gengar. I live 2 Shadow Balls, right? It's probably really important to know. I know I live at least 1. Of course you connect the Focus Blast, bro. Fucking ridiculous. So fucking stupid. I'm starting to get a little tilted. I'm not gonna lie. Garchomp, yeah. So, if this is Scarf Garchomp, I may be fucked. It is not. I missed. I'm spaying. No, gosh. I'm really missing Aqua Jet right now. How much does Giga Drain do to me? Because personally, I don't think that Giga Drain does 75 damage raw. Arena, Volcarona, Giga Drain. Giga Drain does up to 54. I'm in torrent range. This bitch is dead. Please tell me that that's enough. Please. $96. One more. Oh my god, we can do this. This is the game right here. We just gotta win this one. Okay, Poltergeist, this looks fine. This looks fine. I like leading Primarina a lot. I like leading Prim a lot. I also like bringing Archaladon. Do you need Archaladon though? I don't think you do. I think you just win with Gyarados. Poltergeist. Yeah, it's definitely the Gyarados. Maybe, I don't know, like, the Archaladon for the rocks makes a lot of sense. Bring Prim, bring Gyarados. But what about Aegislash, you might think? Something like that looks a little bit better. Yeah. Let's do it. This is the game, bro. What do they lead? Empoleon. This is like... This is not bad. It's actually not great. Like, Primarina does not lead well into the Empoleon. I can click Calm Mind a couple times. If they Stealth Rock first, that is ideal. Yep. I'm gonna Calm Mind again. They're gonna yawn. And then now I can Misty Terrain. That's like really, really, really good. Who are they bringing in? Why did they think that Hippo was red, bro? It wasn't Hippo. It has to be Bennett. And something tells me they did not bring the Bennett. Poltergeist. This thing is so done for. Like, what's it possibly gonna do? That's probably White Herb. Shell Smash? I'm +2 Spadef, dude. It tracked the enemy wrong. So it's Sash. I'm +2. Like, Shell Smash is not going to be enough. Shadow Ball, yeah. What do you... That's going to do 50% maybe? Yeah, not enough. That's fine. I'll take the recovery here. forfeited! We did it! We fucking did it, guys. Oh, that feels good. The Prim Arena got us there. We did it, dude. Oh, it was a grind. I'm not gonna lie, it was a fucking grind tonight. Oh my god. Alright, well this was a great stream. I exactly reached my goal tonight. I think we did a really good job of showing how the Palmo battle memo goes. So I think now what I'm gonna do is kind of show everybody the analytics that we can look at. So here. Well, first I'm gonna get a drink. First I'm gonna get a celebratory drink. And then I'll go ahead and go over this analytics page, which is really important to see, that I'm excited to show everybody. My computer is as loud as a jet engine right now. So you should be looking at this, this page that shows the analytics. You can see a few teams that I've tried here. You can tell where I melted, right? I had a couple teams, that had a 50% win rate. That was just not quite good enough for me, and so I tried something with this team here, and it did not go well. My win rate dropped to 38%, and I melted from 1900 to 1800. And you could look into those analytics and see why the team wasn't great, right? So we look in here. If you go to statics, you can see that the win rate of some of these Pokemon are just not good. I caught an Alpha Shiny Samurott Hisuian form, and look, it went 5 for 13. I forced it to lead 12 out of 13 games that I brought it, and it only won 38% of those games. So it just wasn't working for me. I didn't have a good team for it, and that's essentially what it all comes down to, right? And you can see more stuff here, the one single time that I led Samurott Aegislash-Lopunny, I won 50% of the games that I led Aegislash, Hippo, and then everything else sucked, right? So that tells you why your team wasn't doing so well, or the patterns that it analyzes for you. But what I'm most excited to show is this team, right? The win rate was 69%. Nice. It's right about where you want to be. If we look at the statics, a lot of good stuff here, right? One thing that's jumping out at me is that I only brought Basque Legion 10 out of 36 times, which is a 28% pick rate. However, when you did bring Basque Legion, you won 80% of those games. That's a very high turnover, in a good way. In a good way, right? And I was able to lead them all 10 of those games. That's pretty awesome. Like, I think that Basque Legion is worth the slot on the team, not only because it influences the opponent's team pick. You know if they have High Dragon, they're going to bring a Dragon, right? But when you are able to actually bring the Basque Legion, it definitely pulls its own weight. Lucario is not coming very often, but same deal. Like, when you bring Lucario, he wins 6 out of 7 times. Very good. Honestly, the same deal with Primarina, right? Like, doesn't bring it very often, but when you do bring it, it wins a lot. So the core of the team is these right here. Archelodon, Aegislash, Gyarados. Those were most of the games were played with, right? Archelodon was brought to 36 games. Or 27 out of 36 games, right? 27 games out of 36. I brought it 75% of the time. It won 70% of the time. Then I led it 74% of the time, right? Gyarados came 70% of the time, just about, and won 64% of the time, which is a little bit less than you'd want, but it's fine. Aegislash, similar statistics, right? So like the core of the team is very solid. The win rate is between 60 and 70%, which is right where I think you want to be. I did drop the Garchomp for Primarina, because what I was doing is I was using Garchomp with the Lumberry as a response to the Yawn shenanigans. And so we can see really, really well an example of how Primarina does that job better in the game that got me to 2000. Right? Like I Calm Minded in front of the Empoleon. They click Stealth Rock. I click Calm Mind again. They click Yawn. I click Misty Terrain on the following turn while they flip turn. So they're expecting the flip turn to get them a free turn to set up with Poltegeist. But instead, they're staring at a +2 special attack, +2 special defense Primarina in the face that cannot fall asleep because of the Misty Terrain. So they pretty much lost on the spot as soon as that happened. And so that's the plan with Prim, is to do that into Pokemon like Hippo and Umbreon and Empoleon. And it worked. It 100% worked. Look at that. It literally worked. The Garchomp wasn't doing that role that I selected it to do, which I could see from the statics. So I selected Primarina instead, and it did the job better. That's just like the individual statistics. If you look at pattern here, this pattern tab, you can see even more detailed statistics, right? Which these are really, really interesting to look at. So like these show you patterns of Pokemon that you picked and their win rate. So honestly, I brought a good balance of combinations. Like, you know, out of the 36 games, I brought this combination twice, I brought this combination twice, I brought this combination twice. There's one missing here because I just didn't get to see the third Pokemon I needed. So like I won twice with only these 2 Pokemon, which is really funny, actually. When we scroll down, you can see the core. Right here. That's the core that we identified based on our statics here. These Pokemon that were picked most of the time, when you pick those Pokemon, you win 62% of the time. That could be a little bit higher. And you know, we learned that the Aegislash probably needs to be max speed. Because that game against the Azumarill endgame, that could have been won if I was faster than Azumarill. And so I just need to be max speed Aegislash. There was another loss that I had tonight where if I was just max speed Aegislash, I would have speed tied the opposing Aegislash and had a 50% chance to win that game, at least. But that's just, those are the good things, right? Like, yeah, like we have 100% win rate for a lot of these combinations, but they weren't happening a lot. 67%, you know, when we brought Bask, Lucario, Aegislash, that's pretty good. And then we get to the statics that you like to see here as well, where, you know, when we brought Prim, Aegislash, Gyarados, that didn't turn over very well. And same with Garchomp, Aegislash, Garchomp, Gyarados. This isn't really a big enough sample size. And honestly, I would say that these also are not. But this just gives you an idea of like what this pattern tab tells you. And time frame just tells you how long the matches took, which I don't know. That's not as important, I don't think, anymore. Rival analysis. This is a really interesting page. So this analyzes all your opponents, and so like this first group here that it shows you. Oh, my Switch sleeps so quickly. I wish it didn't sleep so soon. All of these Pokemon, I had a 100% win rate against. So Bellibolt is something that sticks out at me because they brought them 3 times out of 5 times my opponents had Bellibolt. I won 100% of the time. They only bring... This is actually a really important piece of information, right? Like, you see this Kangaskhan here? 7 of my opponents had Kangaskhan. Only 1 of them even brought Kangaskhan. So that tells me that my opponents that have Kangaskhan, they're probably not going to bring it when they see my team. They're probably not. And that's a very decent sample size. Even the Starmie, 2 out of 6. It's less than half. The most important thing is to look at, like, this tells me I'm doing pretty well in a Garchomp, right? Like, I'm winning 63% of the time in a Garchomp, which is not bad. It's not perfect, but it's not bad. Winning 75% of the time. Wait. No, that says I'm winning 80% of the time. That's very good. I'm winning 80% of the time into Garchomp. They're only bringing Garchomp 63% of the time. That's a very good number. If you can win 80% of the games against Garchomp, you're doing pretty okay. That's the most represented Pokemon in the meta. Meowscarada, Gyarados, I'm not having trouble with. What's going on, everyone? I'm just looking at, you know, the analytics from Battle Memo to show what we can learn. And there's some really, really interesting data here. If you've not looked at Battle Memo, you really do need to. Because looking at this team that got me to 2,000, right? We just achieved 2,000 ELO tonight. This team right here got me there. So I played 36 games with this team. I won 25 of them. And that's 69% win rate, right? So this tab right here, this is statics and rival analysis. It gives you all sorts of information about how your team succeeded, where it failed, where it can get better, what worked really well. So what I'm really interested here is in this lower section, right? So the win rate I have against Gengar is 33%. One of those games was winnable. If I had just killed the Azumarill from above, I would have won that. This would then be 66%. Again, a pretty small sample size. Hisuian Samurott was heavy. I only saw it once, lost against it, pretty much outright. They only bring Floette once. Like, these Pokemon were not brought very often. If you see though, like, I did not do well against Azumarill. I lost both games against Azumarill. I lost half the games against Aegislash. I think that's not okay. So Aegislash, I think, does need to be faster. I need my Aegislash to be pure speed. Adamant. And then none of these Pokemon were ever brought against me. Undefined win rate. Even, you can go even further here into individual Pokemon. Not just by win rate, but like, so when my opponent picked Dragonite, they led it 75% of the time. I think that is a very important stat to remember tonight, is that there were multiple times I led Archaludon into a team saying like, man, I really hope they don't lead Dragonite. Like, it'd be nice if I could lead Archaludon and they just don't lead Dragonite. But they did that 75% of the time. So maybe I shouldn't be leading Archaludon into Dragonite. Glim. They're always leading Glim when they bring Glim. I also should not be leading Archaludon into Glim. As we learned, one of our losses Wasn't just because I led Archaladon into Glim, it was because Glim was specifically Earth Power, and Glims are pretty much split between Earth Power and Mudshot right now. So I don't want to play that 50-50, so I'm just not going to lead Arch into the Glim, or the Dragonite. I'm happy to lead into the Garchomp, because I win that matchup every time, and I get Rocks down, because I always take 2 Earthquakes. Lopunny I'm having no trouble with. They almost never bring Volcarona against me, right? 33% of the time? They're almost never bringing Basque. They're almost never bringing Corviknight. Which is really interesting. And I only lost 1 game against Corviknight tonight. And that's because they outplayed me. I was predicting their movements. I couldn't predict them. They definitely played better than I thought they would. I've not lost a single game against Bellibolt. That's cool. They almost never bring Hippowdon. That's sick. All this data. All these Pokemon that you have data from. Honestly, super useful tool. If you've not checked it out, you really should. I know that not a lot of people are here right now, but you know, if you're watching the VOD, I will drop the link to Battle Memo when you're in the chat next time. But this team performed extremely well. It performed extremely well. So we'll show it, and we'll talk about the changes that I would make. I wouldn't change a single Pokemon. I think all the selections are great. They all complement each other very well, as we saw from the diagnosis here. The statics, you know? Like, the core is very solid. These top 3, that's the core, they win between 64 and 70% of the time. That will be plenty. If you grind out the game, 70% win rate will get you as far as you want to go. If you're improving with those wins and losses, right? The Lucario, 86% win rate, very solid. So when you're not bringing Gyarados, you're bringing Lucario, and you're winning. Basque Legion, when you can bring it, you win. Even though you can't bring it often, when you can bring it, you win, and when you don't bring it, you influence your opponent's selection. Super nice. Primarina, same deal. Like, has a very specific role that it's playing, which it does very well. This should really be 5 out of 6 if my Aegislash was max speed. Garchomp was cut. I was trying to perform the anti-Umbreon, anti-Hippo role with the Garchomp, and it wasn't working. I swapped it out for Prim. Prim did the job so much better immediately. I was even able to bring her more often. Actually about the same, right? You double the games, it's about the same, which makes a lot of sense. It's fulfilling the same role. So you would bring it just as often, but it's doing it better. Twice as good, actually. Yeah, here are the spreads. So what I would change, even though I wouldn't change any single Pokemon, I would change, most notably, Aegislash's speed. The 2 things I was paying most attention to tonight, first of all, was Primarina and how well it performed its role as a countermeasure to yawn spam and, you know, the sleep strategies, which it did very well. It got me to 2K because of it. I was also paying attention to Aegislash's speed tier. I thought that 91 was maybe a little bit too much speed. I thought that maybe, like, you know, 89 was going to be enough, or 90 was going to be enough, and 91 was a little overkill, but I actually wanted to be max speed. Like, there was never a time where I really wanted to take multiple hits. You're not playing King Shield, you know? It's just Swords Dance, Ghost Stabs, and Sacred Sword. It's like the only time that you're really trying to take multiple hits is honestly never. Like, maybe against the Corviknight, right? If the Corviknight has like Iron Head or something, you can stack multiple Swords Dances and kill it, but then it doesn't matter how much health you have because you're gonna take that every time anyway. You want to be max speed. So I'm gonna change this Aegislash to max speed, max attack, adamant, dump the 2 leftover points and an HP or some shit. Nothing else. I don't think I would change anything else. I don't think I would change anything else. So the Archaladon speed is something I was looking at too. Oh, this is actually... I thought I dumped 11 speed into Archaladon. Did it not save? Team 1? Hold up. Did it not save? I trained it. Few details. 11 speed. So Primarina got the adjustments that I made. Lucario got the adjustments that were made. Aegislash got the adjustments. Archaladon did not. Did I train the wrong Archaladon with speed? That's crazy. Oh my god. I wonder if that ever came up. The fact that I don't know if it came up tells me that maybe it didn't. HP, defense, special attack, special... Yeah, that... It never came up. Maybe it never came up. I'm still gonna change it. Wow. There's honestly a chance that it came up. Because that's a very important speed tier to hit. I don't know if anyone saw that video that I dropped in the chat today. But, yeah, the two trainers in that video, two very notable 2500 ELO players, talk about speed tiers that are important and what speed creep is currently at. And they talk about how Archaladon is mainly at 113 right now. Like, they hit 113 to always outspeed Aegislash. And the other, like, base 60s, like Primarina. As well as to kind of speed creep itself. So what I said is, like, okay, I could hit 113, and I've got the leftover EVs to also hit 116. So I should always be faster than the other Archaladon that's not maxed out on speed, while also guaranteeing that I'm faster than Aegislash, even if it's adamant max speed. And Primarina, which are very notable speed creep enemies. So the fact that I wasn't 116 today, that might have came up. It might have came up. And it also might have came up where the 11 special defense EVs that it did have helped me, but I don't remember that at all. Like, it only helps against Glimora if it's Mudshot, and the Glimora that I saw tonight was Earth Power. So let's go in here and change that. Stop sharing that team. I'm just gonna stop sharing that too. It gets confusing when I'm sharing more than one. There we go. I need to switch the Aegislash. God dang it. I know this is kind of a boring part, but I'm done battling tonight. I'm not going to battle more. It's like 1:30 a.m. for me. I hit my goal of 2,000. I'll probably try for 2,100 next week. Maybe 22 if I'm like able to play a little bit more. Maybe I can play tomorrow night. That'd be kind of cool. But we need to train this Aegislash. Look at all that speed I'm about to get. I honestly really like Sacred Sword. I didn't really miss close combat. Sacred Sword was definitely nice. I do regret showing it so early to that Corviknight. But there we go. That's the team. I think I'm going to end the stream now. I'll show the team one more time. Oh, I guess I should just make the rental code. Yeah. The UI in this game is honestly not my favorite. Oh, why do I have 3 teams I'm not using? there it is. This is the team that got me to 2000, with a couple of adjustments to speed on Archelodon and H slash. Everything else is sick. Thank you, everyone that came in. I know someone just got here, but I'm about to end the stream. There's the team ID right there, 2E6N0488DX, for the Lucario plus Gyarados team. That got me to 2000. Hope everyone had a good night. I will be playing again tomorrow night as long as my schedule stays clear. This is a lot of fun though. This is my first time at 2000. I've never really had time to grind ranked battles before, so I'm glad that Champions gave me that window of opportunity.